maybe it's just a statement because I'm convinced that G Herbo he record his shit before he get the beat. He just go, he be like, yo, just make a beat around this, and that's the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do feel like that's his creative process, and it's hard. Like, it's crazy how you just, but that's just me. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I am J Focus.
I'm the Lovely Bones, a.k.a. the Baby Mama Snatcher, a.k.a. Ecstasy.
And this is the
Wake and Bake Podcast.
Now, we have somebody with us today, and you may know, okay, all right, and you may not, but for the people that do, she don't need any kind of introduction. She is a writer, a songwriter, an artist, so many different things that people just have no idea of what she has coming and what she might have already brought to the game. We have Miss Nikki Lynette with us here today, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing today?
I'm good. It was like a big build up.
Let's go. Yes, yeah.
What's up with you?
I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
100%.
So tell us more about what you got going on. What you got going on for the people that don't know?
I am a singer, rapper, writer, producer, playwright, visual artist, graphic designer, painter. Most importantly, I'm a mental health advocate. I talk about it in everything I do.
And you know, when he told me that you were coming on the show, that was one of the things that really like caught my eye because I think I kind of went through my things with depression and mental health. You know what I mean? So that's what really stuck out to me. I seen you had something in Chicago you had going on. Was that a couple years ago?
Say what?
You had something going on with Chicago where you was helping people with mental health through music or something like that.
Like concert, but it's more than just a concert. Like it has like installation and like basically it's an environment for people to be able to talk about mental health in like a hip hop environment and in a non-corny way. Because that's important. Like culture is hard to connect to people, or people don't care or they don't want to participate in it if it feels corny.
You know?
So doing these events where people could like have a good time and have real conversations and just like release. And then people started appropriating my idea and for myself and not crediting me. But that's a whole separate conversation.
Not crediting you.
Yeah.
Nikki need her credits.
Yo, credit Nikki.
Appropriating black women and not crediting us. That's like a whole thing.
We are familiar with black women not being credited for a lot of stuff in entertainment and in life in general. Like, let's be real.
Let me get a light, man.
100%. And so, who's your podcast sponsored by, if I don't mind asking?
This is actually, what is this?
You don't even know.
That's not it.
Okay.
DOG, that is, I don't fucking know. This is weed.
Okay, Good Weed is sponsoring this podcast right now. I got some. I guess it's just the regular ones. I heard it was like a bunch of different kinds. I'm just cool with whatever smokes the best. And so that is who's sponsoring the podcast over on this side today. I'm glad you guys are tuned in to the Wake and Bake
What
podcast.
you smoking on over there, Nikki?
I actually don't smoke. I use CBD. Like, you see it?
Okay.
Nice. So no flour. Okay. I'm with
But
you.
I use to help manage my anxiety. And this kind of stuff is psychiatric.
Nice. I mean, so what is the basis? Like, it's just like THC and capsule?
It has big low THC. And mostly just the CBD property, which is actually from cannabis. Or the cannabinoids actually help inflammation in the brain. It helps with the sleep issues. It helps with like the anxiety. It helps with panic attacks. It just helps me so much. Like this stuff, just a lifesaver, man. And it doesn't have the same side effect and taking psychiatric care. Like some people need psychiatric care, so like for them,
Right.
all the like I'm sick and I have post medication for it, and this helps. So this is what I support this 100%.
100%, man. Like, and I trust me. Like, I've had my own little bouts with anxiety, and it's a fleeting experience. Like, even with depression, like it may come and it's heavy one day, but then the next day it's kind of like, I feel okay, but it's back there. And it never kind of leaves. It kind of just puts its claws into you, and, before you know it, it's got you. So,
yeah,
I completely understand exactly what going through depression is like, maybe just to an extent. But, through the conversation, hopefully...
Oh, no, I was there, bro. You already know. You was here with me during some of the time. I was there.
Hopefully we can get a little bit deeper. We don't want to, start in the area of...
Yeah,
but I did want to talk about, speaking of G Herbo, how he's hiring people for $100 a day. $36K a year is his claim to roll his weed up.
Who willing to make $36,000 a year?
Okay. $100 a day to roll up.
I couldn't do that. I don't know how to roll no blunt.
But
My thing is, let the man who roll up come up, you hear me?
100%.
If you're going to be around all these people, you got $100 a day, he might not have nothing to do but roll up for $100 a day.
Nah.
Then he going to flip that 100 and make it 200, and that 200 to 400, that 400 to 800. Next thing you know, he meet Lear Cohen and he's the next big rapper.
He was 100%. Hey, he said you're going to be around people that I'm around, so you might can come up. You know what I'm saying? This might be the next person's opportunity to become somebody. You don't know. You have to take a chance. But what I will say is that Waka Flocka also recently put up a job posting for a similar job, and they were willing to pay a lot more, and they ended up hiring, who was it? It was the Pineapple Express guy, Seth Rogen. They hired Seth Rogen off his ad. So I'm surprised on what kind of quality person he's gonna hire off this ad. It's a cool online little plug, but I hope he really hires somebody.
Weed always bring people together, man. Weed always brings people together.
100%, bro. And I do not deny that at all. That's why we do the Wake and Bake podcast here. We like to get high or talk to people who also like the feelings and effects that THC give them. But I did.
And you had something you wanted to talk about. What was it?
On
what you want to talk about? You had some subjects when we was
100%. I thought you were trying to lead me somewhere. So actually, what I did want to talk about was I was thinking about you and your circumstances and everything that you've been through, and we started talking about this character. But Kanye West, you're like reverse Kanye, because it's like you see where I'm kind of heading here. Like,
Kanye East.
Kanye, it's a different direction. It's a whole different direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tight like that.
I don't know where you going with this.
Hey, I just feel like... Yes, no.
No, but that's a compliment to me.
100%. I hope you think so. It's just your career, something happened to you. You were already attempting to be someone. And then something happened in the trajectory of you attempting to be someone, and it created who you are today.
Yeah.
As far as death being very close by.
Yeah.
And so what did you do to combat your bout of depression, or at least after the fact, how did you bounce back from what you've been through?
You bring up a really interesting point too that a lot of people don't necessarily touch on when I talk to them. Like the fact that, like, before I had a mental illness, like before I had trauma, like I already was doing stuff in my career. I'm get back over this. No, I'm sorry.
Is that right?
I already experienced trauma and been through a lot. So, I lost like everything I had built, and then I had to put it back. And now I'm up more than I was even before this. And that was something I thought was impossible. If I'd have thought that was possible, I wouldn't have attempted suicide. Like, it wouldn't have happened. So, getting over that, recovering from that has been a process. Like, because I still have CPTSD, I still deal with, like, some of the companies that don't run my life. Like, it don't, like, the most that, like, it don't run my life. It don't control me. But for a long time, it really did. And, I mean, you gotta go to therapy. You gotta do the work. You gotta be serious about it. You gotta be committed to the, to understanding that things get better. And I wish I could say there's like some quick thing that people can do right now that will change their life. But the number one thing you can do is just accept yourself for who you are and what you are, and understand that you're still valid and it don't mean nothing negative about you. If you have depression, you have anxiety, you have a mental health issue, it's dumb as hell to think that like everybody, the whole wide world is like the same amount of sane. No, mental health exists on the spectrum. Some people down here, some people over here. Ain't nobody 100% sane, and nobody 100% just mentally sound all of the time. So people who have mental health issues, they shouldn't be feeling bad about it because it's normal as hell. And the more we talk about that and acknowledge it, it's easy for you to get over it because half the work is just start resisting it or feeling like something wrong with you. It's not. There's nothing wrong with you, baby. You might just have depression, or you might have bipolar and need to figure out your meds, or you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's more people in the world right now with depression than asthma. Come on. You know what I'm saying? It can't be something that you stigmatize when there's that many of us. We ain't exactly the microwave. So
100%. I'm with you, and that's why I'm glad that it's becoming more of a conversation. Just us being able to sit here and talk about it is not weird, because in the 90s, this was weird, and you get made fun of for trying to talk about how you actually felt, and your parents didn't really even understand what it meant. Like, it's such a big deal, so we're able to help our kids get past that, and their kids, and so on. And it's a cycle breaking. Like, I think people talk about millennials, and they say a lot of things about us. But one of the things we did do was unnormalize a lot of things that were considered normal.
Y'all coming with some jewels, man.
That's just life. I mean, sitting here thinking about it, it literally gave me, like, her saying everything that she said, like, Nikki, that was a great take.
Like, we ain't the minority.
100%. 100%. It was just a lot more of us that were willing to talk now that more of us have been talking. And so, you know, I guess we can talk a little bit more about it and get a little bit deeper a little bit later, but I do want to talk about some stuff that's just been happening in the world. There's been a lot of things going on.
Man, hold on. Let me bring up one thing. This has been a minute, too, since we talked and shit. And I fucked up my foot and everything. But
oh, shit.
This nigga Blueface on his motherfucking OnlyFans, he got the basically the Bad Girls Club shit going on at his house. Yo, he be posting clips on Instagram. That shit is lit, bro. I'm in. Like, and he just be talking to him like either pops and shit like that. Like, baby, why you wanna fight her? What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I seen an interview with him on $1 Million Worth of Game, Gilly, the kids podcast, The King, excuse me. And they were talking about how he did have that show, but he would not be like messing with the girls romantically. And that he was just buying this house so that these girls can live there together and the show can get recorded. And that is the main part of it.
They didn't have to tell us that. Right. They
right.
Have to tell us that.
But that's the thing. I enjoy that because I think they recorded the interview before the show came out. So I enjoyed them not fighting over him.
Right.
Like,
that's not the premise of the
100%. Like I don't want to see any more women fighting over some guy who probably do not care after the season's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the kind of shows that I want to see. But just some young women that are, you know, trying to get their spot in the spotlight. You know, that might be something that I'm into watching. And it's been kind of a good show. Like, I won't hold you up. It's been keeping my attention. Instagram need to offer that man some money. Instagram,
He got the OnlyFans, man.
Nah, Instagram need to pay him too. They going. I followed him just to watch that. I don't care too much about that young man. He makes okay music, but that shows it. He about to be rich. So speaking of young men who are about to be rich, Offset has decided to get himself into some movies. Nikki, what do you think Offset's first role will be?
Undercover.
Damn.
It's the opposite of him. I can dig that. You would not expect Offset to be like a cop.
I feel like Uncle Roger is coming out as like cop or undercover cop.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it there. I'll take it.
Oh my God, not like that. But I mean, like when they do movies, they always play that opposite character, right?
You have a point.
Like rappers always do really well playing cops. Like they always do really well playing street savvy cops because like they real niggas and they had to deal with cops. So
100%. So they should know the dirtiest of the dirtiest. 100%. I mean, because even Pac was a cop in Gridlock. So yeah, I'm with you. But check this out. Offset will play a computer engineer in a film with Pete Davidson and O'Shea Jackson Jr. Yeah. It's not what I expected. Yeah. I mean, who's to say he's a nerd? We gotta remove the nerd stigma from computer engineers.
Why?
I know some gangsters that's computer engineers. I know some
Indeed.
niggas who will take your fucking head off and go cold tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the facts of the matter.
Cybersecurity by day, Batman by night.
100% no, nigga. Club security by night, nigga. Let's go. You body slamming niggas. Let's go. But hey, that's just, and so I was interested. According to a report from Coming Soon, the Migos rapper is joining forces with actors Pete Davidson and O'Shea Jr. to fulfill his starring role. He will also serve as an executive producer. Okay, awesome. But it doesn't say what the movie is. Okay, American Soul. SOLE. Soul. So, maybe a movie about sneakerheads. That might be tight. What you think? What's your favorite pair of sneakers, Nikki? You like sneakers?
yeah, I don't want to say because the brand that gives me stuff is not necessarily my favorite.
Gotcha. It's all good.
If they cut the check, they're your favorite.
Nah, it's all good. I understand 100%. But yes, if they do cut the check, shout out to check payer number 1. But yeah, so but I'm interested to see what this movie's gonna be. Like, I don't know.
I would be interested about that too. I don't know if y'all watch this show, Mr. Robot, the Joey Badass.
Oh yes, I love that shit.
Yeah, his character was so savvy, but he was like a street nigga. I personally appreciate that. I like to see that. We need to see that diversity because that is what the real world of tech looks like right now. It's not just people in Silicon Valley wearing, like polos or whatever. Like, it's people like us that code and that build and do development.
100%. We listen
with tattoos on the face.
Right, and we banging Young Dolph during lunch breaks. Let's go. But yeah, no, I'm with it. Yes,
Dolph.
Yes, nigga, we banging Dolph, nigga, rich slave, nigga, we working for Google, rich slave. But yes, and so talking about more music though, I want to know.
Before you say this, Drake, we could talk about the new album he come out with because he did just drop a single. The Certified Lover Boy, he came out and said that it's he compared it to Views.
Right.
You know what I mean? How do y'all feel about that? Like, how do y'all feel about Views today? What if it's like Views?
Views held his weight. To me, like, I still really am a fan of that music from that period. It still is effective, even though the sound's different now. It was Afrobeat heavy. So if he's like in his R&B bag, in his damn, I cannot remember that fucking song. But if number 4 on the album on Views, if he's still in that kind of bag, and the songs he got with I'm With You, with
Jeremiah
nope,
Party Next Door.
Yep, and Jeremiah Party Next Door. If he's in that bag, oh man, come on. What are you waiting for? Nikki?
I agree 100%. I like it. I don't know. I'm biased.
Yeah. What, are you just like a Drake stan like most people? Because most of us are Drake stans. Like anything he puts out really is gold. Like you can't.
No, I hold him to a I'm judgy when it comes to his stuff. I hold him to a higher standard. Okay. He ain't like regular ass people out here. So when he come out with some stuff, it's fucking to me. Mm. But then he'll drop something stupid that's undeniable. Like, what do you? I appreciate Jake as a songwriter, as an entertainer, and as an MC. So I hold him to a higher standard. So I don't just like every single thing he drops. But the stuff that I do like, I'll wear it out.
100%.
Man, if this is like certified, if certified lover boy is like Views, I just hope it's their songs. Because I really feel like Views did stand the test of time. It's been like, what, like 4 years or something like that?
No, that was 2017.
2016.
It's 2016, right.
Yeah, so it's been a minute, and that shit still, to me, I feel like it grew with time. You know what I mean? Right. So, as long as it's less songs, bro. If it's less songs.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got that bop, if it's got that commercial sound.
Because what does the music sound like today? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would make the Afrobeat type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Today, but that's why him comparing it in general is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little wild to go, okay, so is it like the rappy version of it? Or is it like the singing parts? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just that perfect blend, kind of how you do every album?
Or is it just a bunch of songs?
Correct. No, but, you know, he'd name it a playlist if it was just a bunch of songs. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so this shit,
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt.
I don't want to hear this, because I already know we can just go right into it. Drake and Chris Brown might have a joint project.
Do we need it? Nikki, do we need it? A Chris Brown and Drake album.
It's gonna be silly with him. I'll tell you that. It would be silly. Like I think it would. I can't answer that one. There's too many people that hate Chris Brown. Like I can't do it.
Fair enough. That's fair, and you're right. But so I do feel like it might be overdue.
Overdue?
I think it's overdue. It's past. When he was making the album with Future, he should have been making the Chris Brown album, but they had their attention. You know what I'm saying? So I think we passed this.
Past it? Yeah, we don't need it, bro. We don't need it.
Neither one of them need it.
Like, no, bro. They both kind of the same person, for real.
Yeah.
They both kind of like the same type of artist. One sing better than he rap, the other one rap better than he sing.
Yeah. But both are good.
I think it would be a very cool concept, but I don't know.
It'll just be a bunch of songs. What's the concept?
I think it would be like, I think it'll be more the drama of them both having been involved with Rihanna.
I'm about to say, it's gonna be an album full of Usher and R. Kelly, same girl.
Same girl.
I don't want to hear 20 songs in there, bro.
I wouldn't either.
I don't want to hear 20 songs.
I wouldn't either. So that's why it's like, maybe they can keep it.
Maybe another song. You can give us another song.
Give us a single. Give us a smash single. First one off Drake's album, or the second one off Drake's album, Certified Lover Boy. If he can make that the first single, the Chris Brown boy, to the Chris Brown joint him and Chris made, maybe that'll be extravagant. But
don't get it twisted. It would be full of bops. Like I personally think it would be full of bops, but like you wouldn't use these particular bops. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more traditional in my head. So I don't know. I know they probably have some kind of slap your side of the head single though.
Right.
They got
right.
Because Chris Brown would be catchy as hell too. That man can write.
Right, 100%. So
man, if this shit ain't about to be a classic, I don't want it, bro. If this shit not about to be at least Michael Jackson dangerous, I don't want it.
It better be, because let's just keep it funky. We haven't gotten master music in a while.
We got some.
Who was masterful?
Like, all right, masterful. You talking?
That's
about,
what I'm saying. Like everything was just, it was masterpiece-esque.
Damn.
Come on, how long ago? That's what I'm saying. Like it's been a while. We're overdue.
Huh?
Who?
Hey!
That was sweet, but that wasn't even a classic. That was just sweet. Yo, that was just sweet.
Toby and Miguel.
Who?
Toby and Miguel.
Okay, see, look, not hip. Not hip.
I ain't hip. Toby and who?
Okay.
I need to get hip, for real.
I need that. I need that in my life. You feel that passionate. Okay.
Yeah, y'all gonna like Toby.
Okay.
It's so, and let me look real quick. If I'm throwing it right, that man, woof, his whole movement is just, I love everything they do.
Nice. Okay. No, I'm in. I love hearing about new fucking music.
So, AWIWE. He a Christian dude, but he a country nigga. And he the values of both, but he bars out, but he also like is a real nigga. And he doing a bunch of stuff like with his flow. And it's just dope. He's dope. I don't know how to explain him.
Roddy Ricch gonna get us a masterpiece. He's gonna give us a masterpiece, bro. Roddy Ricch is gonna be masterful, bro.
All right, Waking Bakers. I know y'all been hearing us talk about this and have this discussion. Roddy Ricch, if you didn't hear us, Roddy Ricch is saying that he's going to give us a masterpiece with his next album.
He's shooting for that.
I think that he has, he was catapulted into fame and stardom a little too early by being featured on the last song that Nipsey Hussle had made. That taking him to stardom on the next level. Him putting out a lot of songs that were amazing this year and last year. But I think he can't make a masterpiece by next year based on the album he just put out.
He gonna give us a masterpiece. If it's not this album, it's gonna be the next one. Roddy Ricch will deliver, bro. He will deliver. He's gonna be masterful. Where you gonna be like, this is undeniable. This is my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. Good kid, mad city, college dropout, blueprint master.
Okay, man. You hear this?
I hear it. I'm not really big off into do like that. What should I listen to?
Just listen to the first album.
The one with the white background, you'll see it.
Or no, listen to the mixtape before that. No, listen to the first album. Just get it on the first album. Just get it on the first album.
The mixtape is better than the album.
He's right now. He's more of a singles guy, more of a features guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the box. He got high fashion. He got a song with. Well, that's not his song. Mustard.
Right. Here. But yeah, no, like that's the thing. The singles don't. When you hear the singles, they're so different. You go, do I want to give this whole album a shot? And that's with some people's albums, but that's neither here or there. We kind of went on a tangent. But one way or another, I am looking for the next masterpiece album. And I hope that Drake can give it to us, man. I really do.
Speaking of masterpieces,
we
gonna go, is it a classic?
Oh, is it a classic?
Now, you're not familiar with this. On this part of the show, sometimes we do one album, sometimes we do a whole catalog depending on how many albums it is, and we see if they have a classic album. Are you a fan of Eminem?
I did with Eminem, yeah.
Okay, so today, huh?
Midwest.
She said what? What'd she say?
Midwest.
Kanye West?
Midwest. Eminem is from Detroit.
Oh yeah. Oh, Midwest. Yeah, he from here. He from where we from?
Of course, 100%. So yeah, so we gonna try to go ahead and go through all his joints.
Not all of them. We can stop at 2010.
Yeah, right. Just up to a certain extent. Certain albums you just gotta let live. But I don't think we kind of gotta do that with even being from here. I don't think. But that's neither here or there. I want to go ahead and present to you so that you can actually see the stats and stuff that we can see. So let me pull that up. All right. Yep. So I guess we can go ahead and start from the Slim Shady LP. Now,
When this came out, 1999, selling 320,000 copies. How do I remember this shit? I don't understand how I remember this shit on the top of my head. Bro.
no, right? Yeah, no. you had to be fucking researching earlier before we got here.
No, I promise. I do this on every episode, bro, and I don't do no research. I don't do no research, bro. This shit, I just be knowing this shit, bro. I'm like an encyclopedia for fucking music sometimes.
He calls out the numbers. I ain't gonna hold you.
Where'd it go? Diamond. It went diamond. Singles was Just Don't Give, My Name Is, Role Model, and Guilty Conscience.
Guilty Conscience. I ain't gonna hold you up. Before we even get cracking on this album, Guilty Conscience was a mediocre ass first single. Now, having Dr. Dre on it was great. Just the simple fact that he was on it, it was cool. The concept was great. It just was like, it wasn't a bop. Like, I'm not about to drive around the Detroit streets listening to this. Like that, it wasn't that. But My Name Is, I don't know, man. It seemed like he caught us all. He caught everybody.
He caught us attention with the shockwave shit he was saying.
Yeah. The shock factor. I mean, but trip, slip, fell on his dick. That was magnificent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what'd you do?
No, pause.
Like, no, like, he literally was, if you heard the song, you know what I was referring to. And that was the
we
bar.
just listened to it.
Right. No, we actually didn't play, we played Kill You. But
Kill You was hard.
Kill You was great. But it wasn't a single. Come on, man. Like, you cannot make that a single.
So when that song used to come on, where the beat used to cut off, I used to cut the radio on. You don't cut the radio down, then turn it back up. When the fuck with Shady, you cut that shit back down.
But hey, he shocked the world with this album. Could you agree, Nikki?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if this album's classic.
Now we gonna get into it, you know, because this was the one that people think.
Okay. If we talking about cultural impact, then yes.
We know we
can't really deny it.
Now we bring
You right,
all
you
these
right.
factors into it. Like,
All right,
we
that
bring
does
in
go into it.
the impact. We bring in the lyricism. We bring in the production. We bring in all the factors that, you know, a real head should be bringing into the picture. So we bring in all of that into the mix. And we can go song for song as far as we're not gonna do song for song, but we could just sit here and go over the basis of the most monumental joints. And Paul was the first kind of skit of its kind because it was like Snoop Dogg-esque, but it was white people.
He was with Dr. Dre, right.
But it was white people, you know what I'm saying? So we listening to this white record exec cuss this nigga out because he, you know, just said some bullshit. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing. Like, it was the first time we had seen that. And so getting that backdoor image into, like, the labels was awesome for heads. I mean, for the most part, this is an album about him killing his kid's mother. I mean, just to kind of sum it up. Like, if you need, like, a synopsis of Eminem's Slim Shady LP.
Man, 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. That's what I'm going with. I'm not even listening to My Name Is, bro.
Still Don't Give a Fuck. Bad Meets Evil. Just Don't Give a Fuck. Ken Kniff was great. Hilarious. Role Model
was cool.
Right. Guilty Conscience, My Name Is. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can do 3.5. I feel happy giving it 3.5 stars. What do you think, Nikki?
I'll give it I'm gonna give it a solid 4 because I value cultural impact because we gotta think about how many friends Eminem sparked as a result of this fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta give it to him. I'll give him 4.
That a 0.5, that's fair actually, because he did, like, niggas was literally not niggas, but people right. Right. That was a hot take. Like, did not notice. But were bleaching their hair and they were the next Slim Shady. Everybody felt like the next Slim Shady. Every rapper after M was M to us. We like, oh yeah, new M. You know what I'm saying? MGK and all of the people coming out. Like, we kind of just looked at them like, yo, it's another M. And that was it. Like, everybody had to fall into Eminem's shadow after he came. Like, we had white rappers. We had, who was that?
Beastie
MC
Boys.
Search. Yeah, we had Beastie Boys. We had MC Search. We had a couple different people, but we don't go, yo, M's the next
What?
MC Search. What? Nigga, the gas face guy? Nigga, y'all, you don't even remember. You ain't even that much of a head. That's why you
I don't want to
know.
remember that, man.
Nigga,
what are you talking about?
Hey, guess what? What Jay say? I know who I paid, nigga. Searchlight Publishing. That's what we was talking about, nigga. MC Search, nigga. Nigga, hip hop knowledge on your ass, nigga. Holler at your boy.
Search is, man.
Holler at your boy. No,
Next
a lot
album,
of motherfuckers was not aware. We gotta think about these folks that's coming through. Nikki, do you think the people that are your fan base are like heads? Would you consider them heads?
Hip hop heads.
Like hip hop heads? Yeah.
No. I have some. Like I have. Because I'm a rap.
You got bars, yeah. Trust me, we're aware.
Yeah. So, but some of my fans I come through. So my fan base is a little bit more mixed. But the people who aren't here are super duper. So
That's what's up. So they gonna be hip. Awesome.
So this
So
one,
it's gonna be a split. But
so this
Marshall
one,
Mathers LP.
Marshall Mathers LP sold over 1 million copies the first week, #1 on the Billboard.
hold on.
What's that? 2001 it came out. I'm not even looking, bro.
2000.
2000. Okay, all right.
You said 1 million sold?
Over 1 million.
Over 1 million? That's not really fair.
I mean, if you got over 1 million, it's over 1 million, bro. Unless you about to say 2 million, it don't matter, bro. It's over 1 million.
All right.
1.7 million. 1.78 million.
Okay, 1.78 million. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, best album of 2000. Marshall Mathers LP. Singles include Real Some Shady, The Way I Am, Stand, I'm Back, Bitch Please 2. Oh shit.
The Real Slim Shady was just My Name Is all over again. I'm
It
gonna
was.
pass on that. Everything else is a go. Every song on the album.
Dog, hey, I was surprised. Like, I'm like, dude, is this Eminem? The same guy. And it was him. And he blew it away. Like, just the intro public service announcement.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it blew me away. And he brought Ken Kniff back, which everybody was kind of waiting for. But it was awesome. Like, Kill You, Stan, who knew? Whoever knew I. Like,
You know what
come
I'm
on,
saying?
like, the way I am.
Even Remember Me, that was a stand one for me.
Come on, yes, no. Remember Me was awesome.
Yeah, so
Remember Me? Bitch Please too. Kim. Also, he doubled back. You know what I'm saying? I guess I didn't kill my child's mother enough. So I gotta go back and talk about it more. And that was like the thing. Like, I think that was the connecting factor between the hood embracing M and not. Because we just couldn't relate. Like, there was nothing in his story that we, like, identify with. Like, besides him being able to rap well.
well or superior?
I guess superior to everybody. I guess I can give him that. He
Especially on
was
this.
better than everybody. Like, there was
no competition.
like, even like his shock value, it kind of surpassed Biggie's because it was like, Biggie, what can you say that won't make you incriminate yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, or because he did that plenty of times where it was like, yo, big, yo, hey, straight up. That's how you feel. Okay, but but that's the thing. Like, M could say those type of things that didn't make us look at him and go, yo. So, like, he did everything that other rappers were considered the best at. I think the best. Like, yeah, literally, he did everything the best in this period of his career. Like, where even people could.
He's not afraid to be silly. Like, he don't feel need to convince you how hard he is, convince you how pretty he is, convince you how good he is. He's just gonna be himself. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that.
100%. No, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. And he leaned into it. But I feel like he leaned into it too hard. Where
later in his career. But we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. This is, I'm giving him 5 stars. What about you, Nikki?
Same.
As much as I don't want to agree with both of y'all for the sake of entertainment, I can't without looking crazy. So, this is a 5-star classic album, y'all. Like, it's very hard to argue against it. It's very, very difficult.
People want to agree, but like I mean, especially if you're a female MC, like people be looking for reasons to deny you, right? And then I'm like, you can't really deny Eminem. You could die, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a complete discussion. Like, it was a complete discussion, and I think even then and even now, I feel like a lot of stuff was looked at back then and it was considered acceptable. Like, it's so much stuff that when I look back and then consider what life is like now, I go, man, the people outside of his fan base better never. Like, some people's shows and everything, I'd be like, man, if they double back to this, they're going to get canceled all over again. Yeah, like it happened already, but people outside of his fan base didn't catch it because the internet wasn't around.
Right.
Like, a lot of stuff in the early 90s and like mid 2000s was wild. Like, The Man Show. You ever watched The Man Show?
Yeah, come on.
Bruh! Like, they would never be able to make that show. They would have never made it.
Too much censoring.
Bro, censor that. No, they were just, the entire show was censored. Like, you might as well just censor everything because the view on women, everything was just out of control. Like, in today's environment.
So, look, watch this though. Mm-hmm. Next album came out 2002, so he doubled back for another $1 million. Am I wrong?
Dude. It's certified diamond. Oh, okay.
First week, he did $1 million.
Where's the first week numbers? I don't see the fucking first week. It just says it was 27 million copies, making one of the best-selling albums of all time. Yeah. And
hold on, 1.3 million copies in his second consecutive week. So it sold 1 million 2 weeks in a row. Nigga. And this is when he came with the alter ego, the Slim Shady, all that shit, when it really leaned into that shit.
He called it. I'm right here with him. I don't want to admit that he calling these numbers and shit. But the nigga's ahead. A hip-hop head, excuse me. And we can go on and dig right into the track list, man, because this was one of those critically acclaimed type albums. Like, and the special edition bonus DVD. Like, I didn't see it. I never would have wanted to see a special edition bonus DVD of anything fucking Eminem had to offer at this time in life.
This was
but it was a great
album. Right, it was a great album.
It was a great album to me. Like, I appreciated White America. That was like a real,
especially
like,
during
mirror,
that time.
Oh, 100%. Real mirror up to the world, to the country. Like, that was great.
Superman.
Clean out my closet, man.
Oh,
like,
man. Till I Collapse, man.
Oh, 100% Till I Collapse. Soldier, no, that's the, I'm thinking of another song.
Yeah, you think of the
But yeah, Superman, the single for the Moment song was cool. Without Me was a cool single for him. You know, once again, cool. Trying to recreate that real Slim Shady type vibe.
And kind of caught it still. You know what
I mean? No, right. Till I Collapse. This was a real.
It's just too many skits.
Good album, but we also felt like it was him rehashing the rest of his career. Like
I feel like I feel like this was like first project. You know how all rappers get to the point where they're rapping about success, like they're rapping about the experiences with success. I feel he really had his perspective on that in this project. I look at albums like Complete Thought, and I think he got his father's cross, and I appreciate that.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
That's a very fair assessment.
It's just some of these songs I could do without, but I do feel like this is a great project, especially for this time. I'm definitely gonna give it a 4.5.
I can give it
for that, especially for the impact. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the impact.
We didn't think he could do it again.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think this is when he finally stepped into the role more or less as the producer, the main producer. Like I think he was dealing with other producers at the time when he first started coming in, and then eventually he started moving into producing his own music a little bit more. Once he found out how much his check was going to every fucking body else, it's like, Slime, no, we about to be done with that. Like, don't nobody know who I like, what I like, but me, like me. So I'm gonna just do it myself. So hey, that's the best thing. And that's the thing. I think Eminem is probably one of the most underrated producers of ever. Hot take, holla at your boy. You only get him here. Wake and bake.
He do, because he did Renegade too.
Yeah, 100%. That was his song before Jay got it. So yeah, like that guy's good, man. He's produced shit for R. Kelly. This nigga produced shit for every fucking body. Like from places you wouldn't even expect. So M's good, man, and nobody gives him enough credit for making these beats, but he does it with this bass guy, Jeff Bass.
Bass.
I want to say bass because it's producers, so I'm gonna just call it bass. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. Y'all give it a 4.5. I'm with it. I'm with it.
So that's one classic. Still one classic. Eminem show. Well, we got two more albums.
Here we are. This is Encore.
This is when he started really going. Oh man, he was connecting with this, man. I remember the point in my life that this came up too.
100%. And you know, I had like a mixed homeboy. Like that was my dog. You know what I'm saying? And we would that was like my first real friend. Like grew up across the street, and he was a fucking stan. He was a stan. You know what I'm saying? Like a real Eminem stan, and that was my fucking dog. And he was the main person who came to me and told me how disappointed he was in his album. And when I heard that, I'm like, okay. Because, you know, like this, my homeboy was like one of them mixed kids that you can't tell is like mixed. Like you look at him and you like curly ass hair, freckles, skin look like it looks white. So you white. But it's like, no, you should see my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the white boys that you just can't tell. And that's why it blew my mind the day that he decided to go, yeah, man, this ain't it. And I gave it a listen, and I had to agree with Guy. I had to agree. What's the numbers? You know this one? You don't.
I know he didn't triple back. I know he didn't triple back. 325,000. Where's that?
11,000 digital. 1.7 million.
Oh, okay. All right.
There we go.
All
number
right.
1.
I was wrong this time. All right.
Right. Okay. So look, this
I'm
was
9 for 10. That's
right.
cool.
This was his. I'm beefing with President Bush era.
Right.
And Just Lose It, number 1 single. Bosh.
Hold on. Just Lose It is probably one of his best songs in his catalog, bro. One of his best songs in his catalog. Just Lose It.
You think that?
Yes.
I don't think so. This is nothing better than The Way I Am. Like, once he was sitting back with that pack of zigzags in that bag of that weed, what he need, like, that was the epitome of what Eminem was going to bring to the game to me. After that, it was all downhill for the content, all uphill for the bars. He just went crazy with rapping.
Indeed. All the rest is nice and go.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they,
Mockingbird, Crazy in Love, Big. Come on, man.
Ass Like That.
Come on, I can't believe it.
Hey,
He was just saying shit at this point, man.
yeah, I mean, come on. Deluxe edition bonus disc. Song number 3 was Ricky Ticky Top.
Come on, man. He was just saying shit, bro.
He just was like, yo, look, put it out, burn it to the CD. More people gonna buy the CD than they gonna go to iTunes. Nigga, trust me, I know this. And that was it. That was his math. I'm gonna just put this shit out. And he was right. He was 100% correct.
I don't even want to hear the song 50 Cent in this era, bro.
100%.
Just Lose It is literally the only song that's getting played, bro. 2.5.
Ooh.
2.5.
Who
Nikki?
you think first?
Toy Soldiers. Mosh.
Come on, Mockingbird. Come on, man.
Mockingbird. Final thought. Just say it ain't it. You can just say it ain't it. It's cool. Everybody understand.
Who ain't my favorite?
Yeah, I mean, this just wasn't. Most people said, like I said, hardcore Eminem fans was coming at me like, bro, it's just not the one. And I didn't give it much of a try. And
Not my favorite.
you know, and this is kind of where I think the disconnect started, though. As we
got 2 more.
Right, we got 2 more that we're gonna go ahead and touch on real fast because it's not gonna take that long. With Relapse.
This one, he really tried to get silly. He started with that voice and shit.
Oh yeah, no, that he came up with a whole new personality on it, and it wasn't fun. Crack a bottle. We made you. 3 a.m. Beautiful. All the singing. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, and we've been snoring.
Crack a Bottle was cool. I remember getting all them little throwaway songs. Him and 50 Cent was putting out. Those was one of them that put out just like new singles. You know what I'm saying? That song was cool though. I'm not fucking with the voice and shit.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It just wasn't my favorite. Forever with Drake, Kanye, and Lil Wayne, cheat code.
Definitely a cheat. That's a cheat code, bro. So we gotta give him an extra star for that. Are you serious?
No, we do not have to credit him at all. You needed it for this.
But yeah, when it comes to Relapse, in Relapse 1, when he said on another song that it wasn't that great.
I think I remember that.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm fairly sure that's the one.
Yeah, no, but I think that was retroactively. 100%. I think on the next album he was like, no, or it might have been 2 albums after this. Hell Breaks Loose, Elevator, Music Box. I don't know what any of that is.
Boom!
But those were the singles.
I'm giving it 2 stars just because Forever on there.
Right.
Crack a Bottle's a cool song.
Crack Bottle was okay. But, man, we were, dog, I was going to, Nikki, what were you doing in 2009 in December?
Making money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was in the song Not Afraid. It was in Not Afraid when he said that this project wasn't that great.
Ah,
okay.
and that's when we get to the
Right.
next album. So
Right.
this album is boom! We're just gonna rate that. Out of 5 stars, you get a boom!
In 2010. And the next one didn't come out until what?
Go to Recovery.
2013. We gonna do 20. Go ahead.
2010, that's 10 years.
Yeah. 7,400 copies. 7,400,000 copies. So,
This was actually a good album.
what was all on this?
He got with Lil Wayne finally. You know what I'm saying?
No, he did the Lil Wayne joint on Forever.
I'm saying, but this was like
Right, him
I think-
actually locking in.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
This one he really tapped into the pop bag.
Right.
We was rocking with the Love the Way You Lie. We was rocking with
Back
that.
down.
Not
Afraid, right?
You know what I'm saying? All this was pretty much, come on, man. On fire, you know what I'm saying? Most of this was sweet.
I guess this was makeup album good.
You know what I'm saying? And then he was going bar for bar with the people who was at that time, even like the features he was doing this year. Around that time, he was showing he was the greatest lyricist. Like, it's M, dog. The greatest lyricist is Eminem, dog. Especially around this time, it's Eminem, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna let you slide for the, not like she said, Not
I guess
Afraid
he
is
came
on here.
back.
Not Afraid is on here.
Yeah, but I still wasn't impressed. Like, I was checking for M the way I was checking for the Hot Boys at a time. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. I can't. No. This is still like a 2.5 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It still didn't impress me. I still wasn't impressed.
Man, with everything that was going on this.
Just that, I don't know. What you got, Nikki? Out of 5.
3.5, 4. I have to. The features alone.
You know what I'm saying? And then, ain't this when he did the Home and Home tour? You know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give it a 4. You know what I'm saying? He really felt like he let us down. All right, I'm gonna lead a voice along. Let me really tap in. He went bar for bar with Wayne. You know what I'm saying? On a good song. He was going bar for bar with Jay-Z and Dr. Dre on the shit they was doing with their concert. I'm rocking. Yes, man.
I guess so, man. I just wasn't as equally impressed. I'm glad y'all were, man. And that's where we can cut it off, honestly. We kind of don't have to go into Marshmallow LP 2. I guess we can say that for another day.
Yeah, so
but I guess he
one
has
in
a
a possible,
classic, man. One in a possible. What do you guys think? Patreon, y'all gonna see this very soon, so y'all can tell us today or when y'all see this, of course. Also, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe below because we know y'all rock with us. YouTube, go ahead, let us know that y'all support us. Y'all rock.
You said you had a couple ors for us.
Now, I do have an or. An or is pretty much our segment where we just pit 2 artists together and we just figure out who just is going to take it. I really feel like The Weeknd can go against Miguel.
Go ahead. What you got, Nikki?
Miguel!
Uh-oh. Whoa. Wait, so you think that's a good matchup?
I can see it. I can see it as a matchup that Miguel will win.
Okay.
I with the Weeknd though, but I just think Miguel has a very different type of range.
Wow. Okay. And see, now I feel like he has a great opportunity against him as well. He'd come in as the underdog, but I think based on the audience, he'd lose. Now, if they brought them both into like a majority black crowd, Miguel might take it home. But The Weeknd, if he has a diverse crowd, I think he'll take that. So it just depends on the playing field, to me, with those two.
Now, I'm going to be unbiased with this because The Weeknd is one of my top 5 favorite singers. So I'm going to be unbiased. I don't think it's a good matchup, bro. I think The Weeknd is too pop. Like Miguel didn't transcend the pop. I feel like The Weeknd have the bigger songs. You know what I'm saying? Like Miguel, we listen to him for like R&B, just R&B. You know what I'm saying? The psychedelic, love-making vibe type of music. The Weeknd, it's concepts, big features, big production. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then he has like, what's the song that was on 50 Shades of Grey?
Earned It.
Come on, man. Like, songs like that, you can't put against Quickie. You know what I mean? It's like 2 different.
It's like albums. Like, I think Miguel, we'll see over time. I think that Miguel is a career artist, and I think that we'll see over time. Not that I don't think that The Weeknd has the ability to evolve, because obviously he does and he has, but Miguel is a different type of artist to me. I mean, I'm biased. I met Miguel. He was cool as hell. So, you know, I'm a little biased.
Like, and they both got classics. They both got classic songs and album projects. They both got classic projects and songs.
They bounce back from it. You can't tell me Miguel.
Fair enough. I'm glad that you feel how you feel because I also might have to go ahead and The Weeknd just has too many. Like, that was my first guess or like try at a good topic, but I think you said you came up with a better one,
Yeah, which was it was Miguel or it was The Weeknd, Post Malone.
The Weeknd or Post Malone.
That's like better. They both like more.
Wow. See, that was very fast.
They more like pop, hip hop. In a sense, they both pop, but more still kind of like with a black crowd.
Right.
They kind of do the tweener thingy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's pop.
Fair enough. You think that's just more of a fair comparison? Do you think that's like more fair when it comes to like the type of music and like what they actually do as a whole?
So, yeah.
Okay, and you still go. You said what?
Who would be the fair comparison for Miguel then?
Miguel, you would have to put him like maybe Frank Ocean. What's another Jeremiah? You know, people like that. You gotta
okay, Miguel or Neo?
For Neo?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Bro.
That's not.
That's not. That's not fair. Irreplaceable, bro.
Miguel need more time.
You know what I'm saying? Irreplaceable. Like,
but
come on,
no. But let's be real. We know that it's a certain period of Neo's career that we can.
Anytime Neo come out,
it's turn on.
Bro. Anytime he come out, bro, he have a slapper.
He do, but it's a certain period of time based on the audience. We can turn his career off. Like, once he got to, like, name his albums after, like, colors and shit, it was kind of like, all right, bro, what is it? The red what? Nigga? All right, we're going to go to this Miguel, Kaleidoscope Dreams. See,
so you saying, like, we put Kaleidoscope Dreams against,
In My Own Words.
All right.
Kaleidoscope Dreams are In My Own Words. Let's go. Now we talking.
All right.
I think that Neo gonna beat him, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and be upfront with y'all. Neo wins.
The edge for songwriting?
Not even the edge for songwriting. The edge for wasn't Sexy Love on there?
Yeah.
Wasn't So Sick of Love songs on that?
And what Kaleidoscope Dream they had, bro?
It's too classy compared to other stuff. Like, how do you do that?
That's the point. Right picture behind you is better. Your left middle finger or your right middle finger?
Let's go.
You probably gonna say the right one because the left one you got lazy at the end and don't nobody notice, but only you know that. You know what I'm saying? Only you know that.
Right, come on. All right, so look, Stay featuring P.D. Craig. Let me get this right.
That was a slapper, bro.
So Sick. When You're Mad, It Just Ain't Right.
Oh,
Mirror, Sign Me Up. I ain't gotta tell you. Get Down Like That. That's where it gets better. Sexy Love, Let Go, Time, Get Down Like That remix, Ghostface Killer. Let's go. Come on, man. Like, that's...
what Kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope. All right, now we gotta. We ain't got no research department as of yet.
I love these conversations,
you know what I'm saying?
Because we gotta pick one. I'm gonna be unbiased too.
But we gotta figure this out. The fans want to know. People watching that's looking up this shit only found it because they are hardcore fans of these people and they wanted to see this discussion. That's why it's really great. And I think Kaleidoscope Dreams can stand a chance. We got Adorn. Immediately.
Don't Look Back was alright.
Use Me. Do You. Okay, see, look. Kaleidoscope Dream.
That was hard. Kaleidoscope Dream was
It
hard.
was great. How Many Drinks? Where's the Fun in Forever? Archer Point. Pussy Is Mine. Candies and the Sun.
In my own words, man, that wasn't fair, bro.
That's why it wasn't fair. Now, but sonically, musically, the music that they had that he presented in this album was amazing. But it was the album. I think we set him up to fail. We did set him up to fail. 100%.
Yeah, Neo, bro. These are both classic albums, though, man. These are both classics.
Classics, 100%, man. Like, maybe just not like the radio hits, but yeah. I mean, with the same amount of songs, and he had that many radio hits on it. You know what I'm saying?
So even if y'all bring Weeknd back to it, what would y'all put against Kaleidoscope Dream? Would you put the mixtape? You know what I'm saying? Would you put, you know what I'm saying? Would you put House of Balloons? Would you put what's the album? The Beauty Behind the Madness. You know what I mean?
You might have to put Beauty Behind the Madness up against it. That might be his joint.
Yep.
That might be his joint, man. I might have to give him that, and that might be a good standoff. That might be a good standoff.
I think so.
Okay, so I actually was just thinking, what were we talking about a little bit earlier? Do you recall?
About the new generation?
Not necessarily the new generation. I'm talking about like relationships. Like Nikki, what's the appropriate amount of toxic? Like, is it okay to be like a little sprinkle, like a smidgen?
No. Not even somewhat, no.
Like, so, like, I mean, for instance, like, men, I'm not gonna speak for all men, of course, but
you speaking for all men right now.
Most men tend to like when women are a little bit like overbearing or like
possessive.
A little possessive, right? Like, they like to call you often. They like to check and see where you at, what you doing, what's going on. Not to a point where it's like nosy, like all the time, but it's like showing you care. Like, it's a degree of showing you care. You know what I'm saying? And men
you gotta be
kind of see it
particular
like
with the words too.
Right.
That's the thing.
I do have to explain this correctly.
You know what I'm saying? It's the particulars with the word, because you don't want to be like, I just want a crazy bitch. No, you don't want a
That's
crazy.
not what this is.
You just want a woman who's crazy about you and your relationship and what y'all got going on.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
She just somebody that lets you, just how men let y'all know every day, like, hey, you looking beautiful, even though you might not feel that way, or, you know, just different things like that, where it's kind of like, they just let you know they care. Like, women aren't obligated to do
what
it.
level of toxicity does it have to be for you, for your dude to be like, man, my old bird ain't having that? You gotta be a little toxic for a dude to say, my old bird ain't having. I'm scared of her. What she gonna say?
Right, you know, my girl might not approve, so we ain't doing that. Yeah, nah, see, that's where you draw the line, I guess.
I don't do type of toxic. I don't like, because I feel like dudes like that, but they like it so that they could be in control of it. It's like, you take it from, okay, yeah, she checking in, but if you look, but the chick was like doing it 24/7, like, if y'all like it so you could kind of curve it and tune in when you feel like, and tune out when you feel like, but when it starts getting overbearing, y'all realize how much y'all really, really don't like that, because everybody at the end of the day want freedom.
We're humans. We're humans. We're humans. What we're supposed to do. Love us.
Yeah.
But love
I
can.
I don't. It's a crumb toxic. It can be dust. You sprinkle, like, I cut it off real quick. I don't take no toxic.
Don't pull up to the family gatherings. Like, I don't want toxicity when it involves insecurity. That's when it gets overbearing. Like, when the insecurity's involved, it's like, yo, relax.
And like, there's no good toxic. Like, what is good toxic?
No, not good. No, not good toxic.
It's not a good
It's not
brand.
a good toxic. It's a level of what's a good word that I'm looking for?
It is in a discernible amount.
It's like I got it.
Yes.
I know how to explain it. I got it. White book. Radioactive energy, right?
Okay.
When you just let that shit go, what it do?
It spreads.
It destroy everything around. It fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying? However, if you can harness that, you know what I'm saying, that energy, you can use it for some good.
You can do Hiroshima.
No, that's if you let it just go to the No, I was thinking of warming your food up. You know what I'm saying? Heat your crib up or something. You go to Hiroshima. What is this man talking about?
Hey, them niggas dropped the atom bomb. I thought that shit was in the atom bomb.
That's not.
It was part of the.
I'm here.
I thought you was trying to harness it so that you. I thought we were talking about toxic. So
no, I'm saying if you harness the
on.
radioactivity, you can warm your food up, heat your crib up, not mass destruction. We don't want mass destruction.
No,
that's what we're saying.
I know what they did with it. I just know what they did with it. They had to strike a deal like, yo, we're not gonna do that no more. Look, we showed y'all what happened.
But you see what I mean though.
100%.
Harnessing that toxicity into the good. Like, be a little possessive, or if you let a dog go off, he gonna run away.
100%.
However, you let a dog go to the front yard, and then as soon as he goes to the street, you say, "Hey, nigga, where the fuck you going? Fucking with them bitches."
You go, I guess I'm not gonna go do that.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga eventually become a nigga like, man, my old birdie having that shit. I catch y'all on the rebound. You need a certain level of toxicity.
I know what y'all about to go get into, cuz I'm not going there.
I got another one. It's toxic to get an X-ray. But if you harness that, you can. It's some good that come from that. You know what I'm saying?
You still trying to double back on concepts and shit. All I know is this. Go ahead.
I feel like this, right? You wouldn't try to power a phone with like a car generator. Like you wouldn't try to put a car generator into a phone, right? Because you don't need that. It needs a certain kind of battery. You don't need to try to power a relationship with toxicity. You
don't power it with toxicity. You're getting it. You know.
Okay. I feel like your relationship should be your radioactivity-free zone, because the world gonna give you enough toxicity. The world gonna give you racism. The world gonna give you patriarchy. The world gonna give you classism. Like the world gonna give you elitism. You got all this other stuff.
So if you're not gonna fight for me and be possessive, if you're not gonna fight for me, well, all this shit going on, if you're not gonna stand right here, keep me on my toes and be on my toes with me while I'm on your toes too.
That's not toxic though. Toxic is only when it's unhealthy. Like toxic is like the difference between toxic and healthy is like healthy opposed to be like, hey, like I see you ain't really been on it, babe. Like what we doing? Like let's get up. Like let's do this together. Like what do you need? How can I help? But like toxic is like, and you don't want to do. And you ain't.
Hold on, that's too toxic. That's too toxic. What if it's a middle ground? Like, hey nigga, get on your shit, bro. I ain't gonna tell you, bro. Like this is what you doing. I help you, my nigga. But hey,
toxic. It's only toxic when it feels unhealthy for you. So if it feels unhealthy for you, that's what makes it toxic. Like if it starts affecting your peace of mind and your well-being, that's toxic. Like, if it makes you feel inspired, like pop you upside the head, push you out, make you by all means, go for it.
Disclaimer: don't push and slap your man, women. Don't do it. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing it.
Do not put your hands on anybody unless they ask you.
It's gotta be consensual. So I heard that you sold out the foundation room at HOB. What was that experience like rocking a sold out room at HOBs? Like that gotta be nuts.
Shocked about it. Dang, for real. Like, it's nice to be appreciated. I used to get like kind of big headed about successes, and now not so much because I understand like you can just lose it all real quick, but you just kind of just like appreciate it.
Exactly, 100%. It's so easy, and like, what's the future of stage plays after 2020? Like, where do you see everything moving towards? Like, if we can't get back where we're supposed to.
I honestly don't think the theater is gonna be able to reemerge like as a real life experience until like 2022 at the soonest. So it's interesting when you ask that, because I was having a conversation with some other people. Theater is gonna have to adapt. technology. It's going to have to adapt to social media. It's going to have to adapt to the way that people consume content. And I think that it can. I think that it can better even in the music industry.
Right.
We just have to do it. And the thing that people don't realize about theater, but people who in theater know, is that theater is a lot of work. And so to do that lot of work for social media content might seem like a lot, but it's important. You should do it. So, yeah.
No,
that's what I
2
think
years
it's gonna
or another year, and we'll be ready to go back to stage.
I hope so. But in the meantime, I don't want theater and like theatrical work to like that's the reason why it's important for work like mine and work like people like me to get the recognition and the opportunities, because we are in this culture right now. So we think like content creators. We think the way our peers think, and we understand it, and we can take the knowledge of theater and apply it to that and help push that culture forward. And that's what we're doing.
100%. I'm so with that. And so, like, what's the story behind your play and what you've put together that you're releasing for online consumption?
My play, Get Out Alive, is about my mental health journey and how I recovered from being suicidal. And it's a musical about depression. Like, as ridiculous as that sounds, that is how ridiculous the play is. It's a musical about depression. But it's not corny. Like, that's the only thing. It's not like public service announcement. Hey, you guys, you don't have to be sad. Like, it ain't. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It's a real story, and I think it's an example of what people can achieve if they really want to push beyond and get better.
No, I'm with that. I was seeing like just the clips and the different scenes, and I was seeing some of the images from it, and it just looked like the photographer did an amazing job just capturing you in these like poses and these faces that I was like, I have to know what's the story behind the story she's telling right now.
Just wait. Oh man, just wait.
I'm excited. I am definitely looking forward to seeing what you've got to bring. A lot of people seem like they've seen it. What was I don't have it here. What is the Steppenwolf?
Sold out at Steppenwolf. My play sold out at Steppenwolf.
Right. What was that experience like? How was it? Like, I mean, just the fact that it was your play. Was this the first one that you had written?
Yes. It was the first play I've ever written.
You produced it yourself?
No. So the work was developed by an organization called American Music Theater Project. Mm-hmm. And I'm the first Black woman to ever have my work produced by them. And then I became the first work from American Music Theater Project to debut at Steppenwolf. Then I became the first work from Steppenwolf Lookout series to sell out all 4 runs of like my debut, and they had to add a 5th one, and that one sold out too. So I made a lot of history at first with this play, and it was my very first play. Like, I don't know if I even want to write another play. I might just after this be interested in helping other people develop theirs. I don't know, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it to have the success that it has had so far. Cause I'm a rapper, like that's my background. I mean, I'm a rapper, so like, that's my background, and coming from that, like I just didn't expect it. But this, I'm happy. I'll tell you that.
100%. I can only imagine, just as somebody that's actually just been writing, and maybe one day I like start a podcast about writing. Just somebody that's been writing about, actually just writing movies in general and scripts. I think that'd be an amazing conversation that we could have for a different show. I did want to know, what was it like working on, like, I seen that you had some IMDb credits. One of them included Chicago PD. What was that experience like filming?
Everybody was so nice, and they had all kinds of food there for me to eat, which is what I care about more than anything. That's why I was saying earlier, like, rappers make great actors.
Right.
It's fun to act. Like, you know, we put so much into these stories that we write on these pages, and then we act them out. So I think it almost becomes intuitive for us to be able to act. Not everybody, obviously. I don't want to, like, make it seem like actors aren't super talented people who develop their craft over time, because they really are. But we think that, like, it's a little easier for rappers to pivot into acting than maybe other people, because of the fact that we're accustomed to bringing narratives to life.
Right. 100%. No, it does work that way. Like, it's just, even when you film your videos, you do different things, that is what you tend to do. Just to get your point across, just the imagery and everything like that. So I'm 100% with you. Another question that I had for you was, what made you go to live.me to grow your fan base?
They had reached out to me. Well, it started like a long time ago, because this was when I was first getting back into doing stuff, and they were looking for people who were like talented to be on the platform. And so I went on there and I started doing it regularly, and I started having my fan base come over there, and it just grew, like, because I was doing my mental health content over there before I was super busy. And like, people like live stream content. I really need to start doing it more, honestly. It's just, I'm kind of like a loner. I'm a little reclusive, so I don't always like to do live streaming and let people see me like all the time. But I like live me because, like, you make money on there, and like, you meet cool people and interact with people. So yeah.
100%. No, I'm with you. Lisa Radley. That's awesome. Like, I can only imagine being on a show. Like, that's amazing. And so, what was the story behind? What was the story behind your music being picked up to be on the Netflix show? She's Got Apple.
I talk about it in my play. I can't tell you.
There we go. There we go.
But I will say, though, working with Spike, just knowing Spike has been one of the most inspiring, motivating experiences of my life. Just being and know somebody that great who's still humble. Like, the thing that's interesting about some of the people that I know who are famous and like exceptional is that they mad humble. They not how you would think. Like, they not how like dudes be acting, like how people be acting out here when they flex. Like, they not like that at all, because they just got like security of not having to. And like, Spike is just one of the most humble people you'll ever meet, and he appreciates like young up and coming talent, and I like that about him. And if Spike Lee can be humble, we all can.
100%. That 100%. That's one of the things that is cool about meeting some of the people that you do have come to admire. Is that it's a real person there, and they're not an asshole. Because I'm pretty sure most people have come across situations where they've met people and it was like, nah, maybe it was a bad time, maybe it wasn't right, but sometimes some people, when you meet them, it's just like it wasn't what you expected at all, and you tend to not like what happened with Ellen DeGeneres. If one of her fans was to see her and how she was accused to be acting, I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't be a fan because they were a fan of what they saw on the camera.
How people can be opposite of what you think they are.
100%. But we were talking about that on the last episode, episode 20, like how we show people what we want them to see on social media. That's just how it kind of comes down, We kind of just show them what we want, and that's the same thing that you do when you go on TV every day. Is you only see when I say rolling. You know what I'm saying? That's all you get to see of me. You don't get to see everything else. Like, that's why I think like the mystique of Hollywood is gone, with social media being a thing because we expect to see so much of you. And to be somebody like you, Nikki, or like myself, who kind of don't prefer to be out in front of the cameras if it's not necessary, only when it's necessary. I prefer to, and so it's kind of just like, it's people like us who now we have to show so much more, or we are expected to show so much more of what we're doing and what we got going on to please people. And speaking...
Look at it, but only on my terms.
100%.
I guess we don't really get to dictate that, but like I'm gonna do as much of it as I can because
Hell yeah.
not everybody just out here attention hungry like that. Like that's not what motivates.
Man,
100%.
attention as it is.
Right. Like this dude, he's like, we're gonna stay audio until we get X amount of people that subscribe to our Patreon because obviously they're not that interested, and I don't want them to see who I look like right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that like on some The Weeknd type shit. Like you'll see me
I'm
later
like
in
that
my
in person too, though, man. To be honest, I'm like that in
You are.
person too, bro. I don't like to be seen.
People to like understand like we consume content all day. That means content is valuable. So like if people support your work, like why not support my work by supporting my content? That's all. It ain't like no cocky thing. It ain't nothing. It's just like we all consume content. If you like the content, then like support me so I can make more. That's all.
Exactly.
And that's asking people to support your work.
My name is Jay Focus.
I'm the Lovely Bones.
Nikki.
I'm just Nikki Lynette the Threat.
And this is
the Wake and Bake Podcast.
It's Wake and Bake Pod. You know what I'm saying?